Okay, so hello everybody. Oh, here we go. It's our new moon. So finding that comfortable seat, maybe if you haven't already, just taking some time to light a candle, maybe even find your favorite scent to burn or to diffuse, or maybe you just put it on your wrist or your neck. But we're going to take our practice tonight inside, even deeper inside, if there is such a thing, than what we have before. We're just going to go with the flow. I say we'll take it deeper inside, but no pressure. We're just here, okay? But with our new moon, that intention of a new moon, it's actually the lowest energy in the moon cycle. And so it's a really nice time to kind of go inside, go deep, to rest. And it's a really nice time to physically plant a seed. In the past, farmers would plant with the moon cycle. And those seeds, they need a dark underground place in order to grow. And so let's just kind of keep that in mind this evening as we practice, that we're going to invite some quiet. We will be moving, of course, but we're going to find stillness in the movement. And so let's gently maybe close our eyes if that feels okay in the space that you're in. Maybe rolling the shoulders back. You're welcome to sit or lie down. Maybe if you're lying down, just keep your back flat on the floor. So maybe bring the feet to the floor with the knees to the sky. We're going to find quiet and tune in to our inner listening. And we'll begin to turn on the listening just by bringing our awareness to something far away. Maybe the sound that's furthest away from us right now. Just breathing normally, perhaps. If you'd like to bring in a count to the inhale and a count to the exhale, you can also do that. And now perhaps bringing our awareness, our hearing to something in the room next to us. So going from the margin to center here, furthest away, and now the next room. And then bringing our awareness to the room that we're in. If your eyes are open, maybe bringing your gaze to something that's still, to one thing in the room that's still. And if your eyes are closed, maybe just bring the focus to that space between the eyebrows. But again, we're just bringing our listening to something in the room. And bringing our listening perhaps to our own body, maybe noticing the sound of the heart, the sound of the breath. Inviting our inner listening into our practice. And now maybe just noticing any movement in the body. And as we align with nature this evening, with the thought of being that little seed that's planted in stillness and quiet. Maybe be even more aware of that innerness inside, that innermost innerness deep inside. Continuing with the breath, continuing in the seat if that feels good. And now just inviting the hands to perhaps come to heart center. So bringing our hands to heart center, the elbows can be relaxed down, or if you like to have a little more active prayer pose, maybe the elbows are out in line with the wrists, or they can be relaxed. And then we'll just bring our breath and some movement together. And we'll inhale up and exhale down. And we'll pause here and we'll inhale. And let's exhale up. Inhale, come down. And pause. Now inhale up. Exhale down. Pause, bottom. And exhale up. And inhale down. And pause at the bottom. Now we'll inhale, bring our arms out to the side. And then maybe bring them into our goalpost arms. And we'll just bring that right elbow down, come to the side, offering a side stretch, and then extend our left arm out. And then back like a goalpost and down over to the side. And then exhale that left arm down. And then the right arm can extend. The gaze can be up to the hand that's lifted, or maybe down to the floor, just noticing what feels best on your neck. And then exhale, bend that arm again and come back to center. And then arms up. Exhale down. Inhale up again. And this time exhale, rotate over to the right and then bring that front hand to the knee and the hand behind us. And let's gaze forward over that front shoulder. And then exhale, gaze over that back shoulder maybe. Or maybe towards the floor, the hand behind us. And then exhale, bring the head forward again. And then back. And then exhale, the gaze can come forward. And then we'll rise up with the arms. And exhale. Come to heart center again. Maybe come back to goalpost. Shine the heart forward, lift the chest, tilt the head back. And then exhale, float the hands to the knees as we round the spine, bring the chin to the chest. And let's inhale, lift the arms as we also lift the gaze up towards the sky. And then exhale over to the left. The front hand to the knee, the back hand to the floor behind us. And that gaze can be past the front shoulder or the back. We'll just check in with the body. And using the pose to take us deeper into that stillness inside. Maybe noticing the heart beating in the chest on our twist. Noticing the shoulders, noticing the sits bones. And then on your next inhale, whenever that comes, it might not be in sync with mine, we'll just inhale up. And exhale, come back to center. And when we get to center, let's lower the hands down to the knees. And then let's move clockwise as we dip the heart towards the left and then over in front. Inhale. Exhale as we come around the back. And then dip that heart forward and come across the center. And we're moving clockwise, just inviting some forward motion, thinking of planting and the harvest, but yet remaining present as we move and invite this into our bodies. And then we'll exhale. Let's dip the heart to the right and move counterclockwise. Maybe here we just reflect for a moment on our motivations that have brought us here. Here meaning maybe to the mat or to this point in the day. Not fixating, but just feeling that past intentions and activity. And then whenever you're ready, just find some stillness. Take it around clockwise, maybe one more time. And then turn into that inner quiet. And exhale. Couple more breaths. And now we'll exhale, maybe gently open the eyes if they're closed. Let's come into our tabletop. So maybe our wrists under our shoulders and our knees are going to be under our hips. If you have a blanket nearby and you want to place a blanket on the mat, you can. Otherwise, you can just save it for later or just come right onto the mat. And we'll just spend a few breaths here, just doing whatever might feel good in the body. So maybe you want to sway the hips side to side, or maybe you want to come into a downward facing dog, that upside down V. Just whatever is kind of calling to you right now. It can be different than what I'm doing, of course. And then in a few more cycles of breath, let's meet in our tabletop with our wrists underneath our shoulders and our knees under the hips. And so finding that tabletop together, we'll come into our cow pose. So let's really tilt the pelvis, lower the belly, maybe bend the arms a little bit, and then lift the chest, creating space from shoulders to shoulder. Then exhale, round, pressing the earth away. Maybe gaze towards the navel, dipping the chin to the chest. Then inhale, dip the stomach, lift the heart and the chest. And then exhale, let's round, press the earth away. And now we'll inhale to a flat back. So find that pelvis just neutral so it feels okay. And then with the hands shoulder distance apart, let's just lower down the chin, keep the elbows in maybe. You can bring the arms out wider if you'd like on the mat, but we'll just lower down the chin between the hands. Exhale, we're going to press up to the tabletop. And exhale, lower down the chin, the nose also touches the floor. And then just press up back to tabletop. And now one more time. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, the bottom. And then let's exhale up. And then sit back, child's pose. The feet comes to the feet. The hands can walk out far in front, or maybe they come behind us. Notice the beating of the heart in the chest. Is it slow or quick? And it's all relative, right? But just notice the beating of the heart.
Now exhale, let's bring our arms out in front if they're not there already. Lift the hips, come back into tabletop. We're going to bring our right leg back nice and long. Reach it for the back wall or the side wall, whatever it might be in your house. And then inhale, bring the left arm up. And let's exhale, bring that knee to the elbow. And then inhale, find length. And then exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, find length. And you can pause here. Or if you want to bring that knee to elbow one more time, do it on an exhale. Then inhale, find length. Parsva Balasana, sunbird pose. Then exhale, bring the hand down, and then bring that knee down. Sit back, child's pose. Just one breath. Inhale. Exhale, bring the shoulders over the wrists again. And then extend that left leg nice and long. And then extend the right arm forward. Exhale, round the back, knee to elbow. Then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round the back, knee to elbow. And then inhale, find length. And then you're welcome to round again. Bring the elbow to the knee, or you can hang out nice and long. If you round, do it on an exhale. And then inhale to find that length. Then exhale, bring the knee down, the hand down. Let's curl our toes under, lift the hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Exhale. Maybe bring the feet mat distance apart. Maybe you grip the mat with your hands and really press that chest towards the thighs, or you can keep those hands on the mat. Maybe gaze towards the navel. You can bend the knees a lot or a little. You can remain completely still. Be here for a couple more breaths. Let's inhale and exhale. Now inhale, let's float up to plank pose. We'll be here for a breath. And then exhale back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take an inhale. And then exhale, let's walk our hands back towards our feet. Really slowly, there's no rush. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And then let's exhale, sit down, maybe lifting the heels, coming onto the balls of the feet. And then we're going to curl up like that little seed that's planted and bring our awareness inside, maybe to the breath, to the heart. Let's inhale. And then exhale, let's lift up into a forward fold. So lift the hips, maybe stack those sits bones kind of over the ankles, if you can imagine that. Uttanasana, maybe grab opposite elbows, exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, reach up for sky. Come nice and tall. And then exhale, let's fold forward again. Bend the knees a lot or a little as you find your Uttanasana. Inhale. Exhale. We'll begin on an inhale to walk our hands forward, bending the knees down, coming into plank pose. You can get there quickly or you can get there slowly, but we'll find stillness when we get there. And find quiet as we tune into our inner listening. Let's inhale. Exhale, come onto the side of that left foot. You can bring that right foot down in front like a kickstand, and then inhale, lift that right arm up to the sky, Vashisthasana, inhale. That right leg can also be stacked and straight. Be here 3 more breaths. Any variation of Vashisthasana. Exhale, bring the right arm down, send the right leg back. And now let's lower down the knees. And then our chest and our chin come to the floor. And then we inhale, rise. Let's bring the front of our body to the floor. Float the hands up off the ground. Gaze forward at the floor, right in front of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest and the heart. Notice where you feel it in your body. Maybe in the back, maybe in the torso. And exhale, press the hands down, lift up, Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Exhale, send the seat back, Child's pose, 1 breath, inhale. Exhale, tabletop, and then curl the toes under, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale up to plank pose, Palakasana. One breath here. Inhale. Then exhale, roll over onto the side of the right foot. And then that left foot can come in front like a kickstand. This time the left arm reaches for the heavens. Or that left leg can be nice and long. We'll be here for a few breaths. Press the earth away with that left hand. Maybe the gaze is towards the floor or up to the sky. And then exhale, bring that left hand down. Bring the feet together back in our plank pose. And now let's lower down the knees, the chest, and the chin. Pause here. Inhale. Exhale. And now let's inhale. Bring the tops of the thighs, the hips to the floor. Hover the hands. Baby cobra. Maybe lift the chest or lower. Let's inhale. Lift the chest. Shine the heart forward. Then exhale. Press the hands onto the floor. Lift up. Bhujangasana. Inhale. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now we'll inhale, step both feet forward between the hands. Exhale, when you get there, fold. Then bend the knees. Inhale, rise up to sky. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up for sky again. Exhale, sit back in our chair pose, Utkatasana. Maybe the elbows frame the ears. Maybe we can come onto the balls of the feet, or maybe we leave the heels down. Hands can be at heart center, maybe out to the side. Notice the difference in the body and where your awareness goes, if your arms are out like a T, or if they're in at heart center. Again, just finding where the awareness goes. These poses are here to bring us inside. Let's inhale, rise up. And exhale, lower down, rounding into that little ball at the floor. Coming on to the balls of the feet, lifting the heels, or you can have the heels down. But let's find refuge right here in the quiet of our own self. And then we'll lift the head, come onto the balls of the feet if you're not there already, and then we'll inhale, roll all the way up. The heels can stay lifted if we can. Finding our Talasana, palm tree pose. Exhale, Tadasana. Let's inhale, reach for sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step everything back. We'll find our plank pose. Halakasana. And now here, maybe we lower down to Chaturanga. So we come down. We can hover everything. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's inhale back up to our plank pose. We're going to create some heat here and then lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, let's step our right foot forward. That left hand coming on the inside of the foot. Raise that right hand up for sky. Parvrita Parsukhanasana. Exhale, lower down the hand. Step the right foot back, plank pose. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, step the left foot forward. The right hand can come on the inside of the foot. Again, or maybe it's on a block or a book or anything, but we'll flip that left hand to sky. Revolve side angle. And exhale, frame the foot, step the left foot back. And now let's lower down to our knees, our chest, and our chin. And then we'll press back up and sit back into child's pose. Exhale. And notice how the body feels. Notice the beating of the heart. Notice the temperature. And now let's glance up at the hand. Come into our tabletop again. And this time from our tabletop, we'll send our right foot out to the side and then walk our hands towards the knee and lift up with the arms. Coming into our gate pose. Inhale. And exhale, send the arm down. That extended leg, reach for the sky. And then exhale over to the side and then reach over. This is where a block can be handy. If you don't have a block, maybe you hover the hand. Reach that top hand to the sky or maybe across the ear, whatever feels best today. Our Ardha Malasana, half circle pose. Then exhale back over. Parigasana, gate pose. And then exhale over to our half circle pose. And this time lowering that hand to the floor and maybe lifting up that leg. Arm can be across the ear or up to the sky. And then exhale, let's bring everything down, coming into a tabletop. And then sit back, child's pose. Let's inhale, lift the seat, come into downward facing dog on an exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And now lower down the knees. Walk the hands back and send that left leg out to the side. Coming into our gate pose on the other side. On an exhale, send that left hand down the leg. And the right arm is up. The gaze is towards that thumb or maybe towards the hand. Bringing our awareness inside. Let's exhale. Bring that other hand to the floor. It can hover or it can find the floor. Creating light from wrist to wrist. Opening up the chest, sending the shoulder, that top shoulder back. Maybe the hips go forward. And exhale, extending over that leg and reaching up for sky. Arm can be over the ear or just reach straight up. Inhale. And then exhale, lower down that hand to the floor. Reach the upper hand towards the sky and find a little half moon. I was doing the math yesterday and I think a half moon would be a quarter moon. So find our quarter moon here. And then exhale, lower everything down. And then we'll rise up. Bring our arms together and then our knees underneath our hips. And exhale, bring hands maybe to the sides or to the hips or maybe beside us. And then just a variation of our Ustrasana. We'll roll our shoulders back, maybe put our hands in our back pockets. Exhale, press the hips forward, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up as if there were a balloon in the chest. And exhale, reach the crown of the head, kind of for that wall behind us. There's no goal here. Relaxing the chest, breathing in. Really opening up the heart and the throat chakras. And exhale, bringing the crown of the head up to be parallel with the sky again. Stack the shoulders. Inhale, reach up for sky. Exhale, bring the hands forwards and walk the hips over the knees. Heart melting pose. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. And then our exhale brings our shoulders up and walks the hands underneath the shoulders. And then we'll step that left foot between the hands and come onto the ball of the right foot. Always an option to leave that right knee down. If you're coming onto the ball of the foot, Make sure you really press through the ball and feel the energy reaching out the heel, ground through the front foot, and we'll rise up, Chandrasana. Our runner's lunge, crescent lunge. If that knee is lowered, it would maybe be nice to have a blanket if you'd like. We'll be here for a couple breaths. And exhale, let's frame the front foot, step the right foot forward to meet the left, and let's fold Uttanasana. Then exhale, sit down into that little ball, that little seed. Spend a couple breaths here. If that's not very comfortable for the knees, maybe just find a little variation of chair with the hands on the floor. Maybe we're just kind of grounding here and inviting that grounded and stillness into our space, into our nervous system tonight. And now let's rise up, our palm tree pose. So grow like a little seed, as fast or as slowly as you'd like. We'll rise all the way to the sky. Maybe the heels are lifted, our palms come together. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, sit back in our chair pose, Uttanasana. Then exhale, fold Uttanasana. Ground through the right foot and then step the left foot. Chandrasana on the other side. So when you feel that grounded and security in the feet, then lift the chest and the heart. If you'd like to lower down that knee and invite in a little more grounding, that back knee can be lowered. And the hands in any variation that you'd like. Whatever speaks to you right now, invite that into your space. Again, we're aligning with nature in this moment, wherever we're at. That nature being us, that nature being the new moon, that nature being the time to plant. What's going to invite some planting into your life today? Let's exhale. If that leg is lifted, go ahead and frame that front foot. If it's lowered, just hinge forward. And then we'll step both feet back. We'll find plank pose. And then exhale, we'll find downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Let's bring our right knee up to that right elbow, maybe floating the shoulders forward, and then back, and exhale. Bring that left knee to the left elbow, and then exhale, bring the foot back. And exhale, lower down the knees, maybe mat distance apart or hip distance apart. Find your child's pose, Balasana.
Hey guys, can you hear me now? Can you hear me, Jody? Okay, sorry guys, hopefully this recording will be okay. So we're talking about San Kalpa. So we'll find our child's pose. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I had to switch to computer audio. So our San Kalpa. Kalpa is a vow, and San is our connection to our highest truth. So take a moment and think about your highest truth. We'll create that San Kalpa, inviting us to connect with that highest truth. So in this stillness, inviting the San Kalpa into our practice, our intention, with this new moon, this time to plant. Let's inhale. And exhale, coming into tabletop. Let's step our feet forward and fold Uttanasana. Then bend the knees, rise up to stand. And exhale, bring the hands to the side. Now we're going to come into our moon salutation. So our Chandra Namaskar. And so I'm going to stand and hopefully my voice can be okay because we're going to move clockwise again with this moon salutation. So we'll inhale, bring our arms up above our head. Over to the right, we'll bend. And then step the feet wide with Chitta Tadasana, extended mountain pose. And exhale, pivot that right foot so it faces the long edge of the mat. Bring the arms out like a T. Reach for that side wall and exhale, hinge, triangle pose, sending the left arm back, left shoulder back, left arm to the sky. And exhale. Let's inhale. Now exhale, bring that left hand down to meet the right, bend that right knee, pivot on the left foot, and come into our runner's lunge. Ashta Chandrasana. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And now exhale with the hands on either side of the foot. Pivot the feet so they both face the long edge, coming into our Skandasana, our side lunge. So where that right leg is bent. And then exhale, let's come through center. Pivot the feet out so they face the corners of the mat. Sink the hips down, goddess pose. The arms can be out to the side, or maybe on the hips. Uttakata Konasana. And then exhale over to the left. Skandasana. Inhale. Side lunge on the left. And then we'll exhale, pivot both of our feet, coming into our runner's lunge on the other side. Inhale. And now exhale, pivot that right foot down, straighten the front leg. The left hand comes on the inside of that left leg and float the right arm up to sky. Triangle pose. Inviting those hips to open and the shoulders to open as well. Inhale. Exhale. Let's inhale. And then exhale, come up to extended mountain pose, our star pose, Utthita Tadasana. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now exhale, step both feet together, bring the hands together, side bend over to the left. Now back to middle. Now over to the right. Inhale, step the feet wide, arms out like a T. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, pivot that right foot, reach for that wall. Then exhale, hinge, Trikonasana. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Now exhale, bring that left hand down, bend that right leg, pivot on the left foot, come into our runner's lunge. On our right side, inhale. Now exhale, pivot the feet towards the long edge, come over to the right, side lunge, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now exhale, come through middle, maybe pivot the feet so that they face the corners of the mat, roll the shoulders back, maybe tilt the pelvis. Any variation with the arms. Goddess pose. And then exhale over to the left, Skandasana. What is our vow to our highest self? What is in line with our highest self? And then exhale, Chandrasana. Always welcome to rise up in our runner's lunge if you'd like, or you can leave the hands down and grounded. Let's inhale. And then exhale, pivot that right foot down, straighten the front leg, the left hand comes on the inside, and then we'll reach that right arm for sky, Trikonasana. And then exhale, pivot that left foot as we come into our extended mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, bring the feet together, the arms come together above the head, Tadasana. Exhale, side bend to the left. Up to the middle, over to the right. And then exhale, let's extend and reach our fingertips for the side walls. Ground through the feet. Shine the heart forward. Inhale. Exhale, pivot that right foot. Reach for that wall. Exhale, hinge. Trikonasana. Exhale. Exhale, slowly lower that left hand. Bend that right leg. Come on the ball of the left foot. And then find your runner's lunge. Chandrasana on the other side. And let's just listen. Exhale, runner's lunge or side lunge on the right. And then over to the center, goddess squat. Any variation of the arms, you can point the toes towards the corners of the mat, or they can be straight. Find what feels best in your body. Inhale. And then exhale, side lunge to the left. Skandasana. Exhale, pivot on the feet, coming into runner's lunge. Feet face the left side of the room. The right knee can be lifted or lowered. Find our runner's lunge. Inhale. Exhale. And now straighten that front leg, pivot that right foot down. The left hand comes on the inside and reach up with the right hand. Trikonasana. Now inhale back up to our Utthita Tadasana. Inhale. And then exhale, bring the feet together. Palms meet. Over to the left. Up the middle. Over to the right. Now back to center. Exhale. And let's turn and face maybe at the front of the mat. We'll roll our shoulders back and we'll just pause in Tadasana. Maybe gently closing the eyes. Maybe bringing a hand to the heart, to the stomach. Feeling the San Kalpa in the heart. Our practice cultivating the manifestation of that San Kalpa, our practice supporting our San Kalpa. And then bend the knees, reach the arms up for sky. Let's sit back, chair pose. Any variation with the hands. Inhale. Let's exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Let's step that left foot back. Maybe lower that right knee to the floor with that left hand. Press that left knee to the side. A variation of lizard. You can open up the chest and shine the heart towards the knee, or you can keep that heart shining forward. But we're just offering that left knee to open up to the side. Inviting in the stillness, the quiet. Begin closing the eyes here. And exhale, bring that knee in. Bring the heart back to center. Let's bring the hands on either side of the foot. Bring that right knee up. Step the left foot back, plank pose. Now exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. One breath here, inhale. Then exhale, step the left foot forward, lower that left knee down. Top of the left foot comes to the floor. Then twist towards that right knee, maybe offering it to open with that right hand. Maybe sinking into that left knee a little and opening up the front of that leg. Find quiet and stillness. Exhale, bring that knee back in. Maybe lift the left knee up. Frame the front foot. Let's step the right foot back. Rather than going through a vinyasa here, we're going to float back to downward facing dog. And then we'll float forward to plank pose. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise. And exhale, back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's step that left foot forward. Pivot the right heel down. And then maybe sweep that right hand across the floor and then come in. Warrior two, inhale. And exhale, bring the hands to the hips, straighten that leg, reach the left hand up to sky, the right arm floats down. And then exhale, bring the arms out like a T. Pivot that left foot so it faces the long edge, and then pivot that right foot towards the other wall. Bend that front knee, warrior two. And exhale, straighten that leg, bring the right arm across the sky. And exhale, bring the arms out wide. Create space between the shoulders, fingertip to fingertip, pivot that right foot. Exhale, maybe bring the hands to the hips. If you'd like to fold forward here, you can. Maybe the hands come under heart center. If you want to just stay with a flat back. Any variation in the arms. Invitation to step the feet really wide and maybe bring the crown of the head to the mat. Or maybe your feet aren't as wide and you bring your hands to the ankles or the shins. Maybe closing the eyes and finding that inner quiet. And then just surveying that inner landscape of the mind and the body here. And then exhale, maybe bring the hands under the heart center to the floor. If you were folded all the way, if you were only halfway, bring the hands to the hips. Let's bend our knees and rise all the way up. Really nice. Inhale out. Bring our hands together. And then we'll heel toe our feet in just a little bit, maybe a little bit wider than the hips. Then turn our feet out again, and then we'll come down into our goddess squat. Maybe from here, we bring our arms out like our bowl posts, or we can keep our hands in at the heart. We're just going to gently bring our elbow to the right, up, and over to the other side. Maybe a couple times. Creating a little bit of heat. Back to stillness. Inhale, bring the hands together. And then we'll step up to the front of our mat. Exhale, bring the hands to the side. And then we'll curl up into that little ball, that little seed. Maybe the forehead coming to the knees. You can just listen. And exhale, we can lift the heart, lift the head. Walk the hands back. Kind of walking the hands behind us as we bring our legs out straight. Now from here, let's roll our shoulders back, shine the heart forward, and then bend the knees. We'll come into our Navasana, our boat pose. So maybe the hands come up to the side with palms up or hands facing each other. Roll our shoulders back, float back. And lift the legs. Let's lower down the right heel. And then lift it up. Maybe the opposite heel. You want to just stay here. Maybe you want to extend out and come in and out and in. You can. Or you can just lower the heels one at a time. Again, tuning into the stillness and the quiet in our hearts. The breath. Just a couple more rounds of breath wherever you're at. If you're extending or coming in, just a couple more breaths. And then we'll bend our knees, lower our feet down, and the hands can come to the side, and then we'll make our way to our backs. We can roll over and lie down and then come to our backs. Or we can float down, come to a flat back with the knees facing the sky. The heels are down, toes, feet are flat. And walk the heels towards the seat. Maybe brush the backs of the heels with the hands. Come into our bridge pose. So we'll inhale. And then exhale, just feel the connection with the earth. And let's inhale, press our feet into the floor, lift up with the hips. You can interlace the hands underneath the back, or you can keep the hands flat. And then exhale, lower down. And inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. And pause here at the top. Notice your heartbeat. Notice your breath. And then exhale, lower everything down. Release the shoulder blades to the floor. And hug the knees into the chest, maybe slightly rocking side to side. Apanasana. And exhale. Now let's bend our knees so our feet are parallel to the sky. Coming into happy baby, maybe finding the outside of the foot or maybe finding the big toes. Can rock back and forth. You can be still. And just tuning in to this shape. Let's feel our energy in this shape. The feet, the hands, the knees and the hips, the chest, the back, the head, the throat, the ears. Now let's exhale, bring our heels together, release the hands, bring the feet, soles of the feet together, lower down to the floor. And find our Supta Baddha Konasana. Our reclined butterfly. Feeling the chest and the body. The heart and the chest. The chest and the body. And then the body in this space. Let's exhale, bring our knees up to the sky, the feet to the floor. And then bring our feet mat distance apart. Let's inhale. Then exhale, float the knees over to the side, maybe to the right side, like windshield wipers. So the knees are moving in the direction, coming to the right side of the mat, on the floor. You can bring that right foot on top of the left knee if that would feel good. Or you can just leave that right foot on the floor. Really inviting in some inner knowing, tuning in to our inner knowing. Let's exhale, bring the knees back up to middle. And then exhale over to the left. That left foot can come on top of that right knee. The gaze can be towards the side or up towards the ceiling. Maybe noticing the beating of the heart again, maybe noticing the soles of the feet off the earth, but yet so close to the earth. Noticing any tension in the body. And then on an exhale, release the left foot if it's on the knee. Bring the knees back up. And now let's hug the knees into the chest again. And then exhale, send the feet to the sky. The legs are long. Maybe you let the feet fall apart. Or you can keep them together. Maybe just ski across the ceiling. Or maybe you just leave your feet together. Really sink the back body into the floor and feel the heart sinking into the back body, the stomach, and everything sinking down into the floor as if it's feeling heavy. And then when you're ready, just gently bend your knees into your chest. And then extend your legs long, finding Shavasana. And allowing your body to relax on the floor. Inviting stillness, even more stillness into your space. Feel the breath in the body. And then maybe exhale, sigh, let it go, let that breath go. Now on your next inhale, pause at the top of that inhale. And exhale, let it go. And then release any effort to control or change the breath. And just sink into your space. Relax the eyes and the soles of the feet. Scan from the toes to the head and notice anywhere in the body where you might have tension. Just inadvertently, you're holding tension somewhere. And let that tension go. Relax the soles of the feet, the ankles, the calves, the backs of the knees, the glutes, the low back, the mid back, the upper back. Just release any holding, any tension. And moving to the shoulders, the backs of the shoulders, the backs of the neck, the back of the head. Allow them to relax. And then scan from the toes to the head along the back body. And as your awareness moves up the body, relaxation follows. And then coming to the crown of the head, to the forehead, the cheekbones, the eyes, the temples, tip of the nose, the upper lip, lower lip, jaw. Just soften and relax. And the throat, the front of the shoulders, and the chest. Sigh and let it go. Relax the stomach, the side body, the pelvis, the space between the pelvis, the tops of the thighs, the knees, the shins, the feet, and each toe. And let your next exhale be a sigh if that promotes your ability to relax. And then allow yourself to be still, quiet. It's that San Kalpa rest in the dark, the quiet, and the stillness. This new moon energy supporting your San Kalpa. Feeling this vow in alignment with your highest self. Recognizing this stillness. And reinforcing your ability to be still as we remain still for a few more cycles of breath. This is stillness. This is quiet. And this is supporting me. Maybe placing a hand on the stomach and a hand on the heart. Begin to bring awareness back to your breath. Your next inhale, perhaps pause at the top. Then exhale, sigh. Do that a couple more times if you'd like, or you're welcome to roll over to one side, the left side, the right side, either side. This fetal position. Considering this a new birth, this new moon, so supportive of new beginnings, so supportive of checking in and creating. So as we pause in this fetal position, just once more, basking in the energy that supports creation and supports the San Kalpa. And then gently, when you're ready, pressing up to a seat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. I'll stop the recording now.